name is Stephen Seth Thomas, aka Smoke. And at this time, I'm 59 years old, and I value life so much. I have been for a while. I did 38 years in prison totally. In the last 12 years, I really started learning to live. I'm learning to live right now. I hope everybody learn to live sooner than later. You can't even imagine how much turmoil I go through every day. If I wasn't so strong mentally, I would have killed myself already. Enough serious business. What was going on in my mind at that time was that I felt I disappointed everybody. I never even thought that I made a decision to hurt everybody. And every day when I was in that cell, I had to think about myself. And I was seeing myself and I was like, yo, if you love these people, why did you do what you do?
My name is Dr. Juan Rios. I'm director of the Masters of Social Work program at Seton Hall University, as well as a licensed clinical social worker and psychotherapist. So first let's talk about what they're facing before incarceration. So one of the factors that we would consider is the trauma and the compound trauma that's experienced before going in.
I never really thought I was depressed until 2018, when my counselor put a referral in for me to see a psych again. And I went to see Miss Rivera. I think that's her name, Sing Sing. And she the one that pointed out that I didn't let my mother go. I didn't let a lot of things go. And then one day I woke up and I wasn't crying. Therapy helped me because it pointed out that I need to step back and look at myself to see what's bothering me, what's causing me to have mental pain, depression, anxiety, all these feelings that I was going through, and in my mother passing.
1 out of 4 individuals have a mental health challenge. 1 out of 8 individuals have a severe mental health challenge. 1 out of 8. There are 2 million people who are incarcerated right now in the United States. So you do the numbers. How many of them either live with a mental health challenge or with a severe mental health diagnosis? So for those who face mental health challenges, from coming from the transition, from being released into home, we have to consider a few things. The first one is hope. It's the first sign that we have to consider about mental health awareness. What is the hope, and what about walking back home too?
Well, anxiety was there first when I walked out. I didn't know how I was gonna feel to walk in the streets, being locked up for so long, interacting with people, being around women, kids. That was fear.
So I've worked with many justice-involved individuals. And while incarcerated and even before incarceration, there's a compound trauma that exists. And the time period that they have lost from being home may have shifted relationships with their loved ones, shifted relationships in their community, their expectations of where they wanted to be in life at a specific point. All of that shifts.
When I first came home and everybody left me alone, I snuck out and went in the backyard and just sat in the chair because I was overwhelmed with all the family when I first came home, that I wanted to be by myself in the cell again.
So in sessions, we have to sort of reorganize, what does my life look like now, and integrate myself with all those experiences, what I have done before, during incarceration, and what I want to do after with this time.
I work for a company that give out a lot of assistance.
My name is Al Matthew, founder of Brownsville Think Tank Matters, / Drum CEO. In Drum, we are connected with the mayor's office in New York City with crisis management system. Also, Cure Violence. It's a model that comes out of Chicago, and that's like anti-gun violence prevention program. And in that program, we also try to bring resources to those that's in need for various things. School, get back to school, gang awareness training, and we connect with families. We do facilitation workshops, job readiness workshop, and I also go in and facilitate those workshops for the past maybe 5 years. And Smoke, shared with me when he got out that he was doing some facilitation workshops when he was incarcerated. So I said, I might have something for you. And brought him in, got him doing some facilitation workshops. And then I said, I might have something additional for you if you want it, because I have a job opportunity for you to work under organization in Flatbush. And he said he would like to take that task on as well. So we I gave him the opportunity to take that job. So he's been here in Flatbush working on the drum.
My daily routine is I get up, take my shower, check on my father, check his blood pressure, give him a hug. I go to work at Drum in Flatbush. At work, I open up the gate because I have earned the keys to open up the gate. And then I just empty the garbage and all that. After that, I do my Zoom. I'm having staff calling me. I'm having people from the street coming in wanting to know about OSHA and different things. I'm the community coordinator at this time. And we interact with the community. We interact with the community because we're trying to let the community know through Drum that we're here to enrich the community. We want to slow down the violence, and we want to take some of the people that's in the community, if they need OSHA classes, security classes, flagging certificates, and different stuff that can help them get employed and become an asset to their community, opposed to just being somebody that's causing problems in their community.
So as a mental health professional, and anyone who's out there and someone's considering killing themselves, so let's first look at these small moments in our life that give us joy, that give us the sense of being, of existing. Know that people care about you, they love you. They may not be able to say it or express it at that moment, but you are loved, you have value, you have worth. We need you here because who you are, what you bring into our lives and our society matters. And if we don't say these things intentionally to our people who are formerly incarcerated, then all they're listening to is what society tells them, that narrative, that single narrative of who they are.
If you or someone you know are contemplating suicide, call or text 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Free confidential support 24/7.